Hey, everybody. Welcome to NHL Nightly. I'm your host, Jeremiah Maxwell. As always, this is the show by Puckheads for Puckheads. With me, as always, the degenerate Bostonian's not here. He will be here. Pearl of Wisdom, our handicap extraordinaire, our goal-scoring prop extraordinaire, Rico and Barry. Rico, did you hit a goal-scoring prop tonight? Did you hit a goal-scoring prop?
Goudreau.
Local boy, Freddie Goudreau from Montreal, the empty netter, plus 500. Nice little payday.
Dude, awesome too. By the way, did Fleury get the shutout there? Did he end up getting the shutout there?
Plus 1,200 if you had Fleury for the shutout tonight.
Dude, my God, outstanding. It makes me want to cry that he's last time in Montreal, he gets a shutout. How cool is that, guys? So cool. That's just cool.
Is it his last time?
No, it's his last time. He said he's not.
He's done?
Coming.
He's retiring?
Yeah, I've heard him on the record several times saying, I'm not doing this. I'm in, I'm out. He's out. He's done. This dude, what does he have to prove? He's won 3 Stanley Cups. He's going to be one of the, isn't he the winningest goalie of all time now with 600 wins or something? I think he's up there.
Yeah, he's right up there.
But sometimes you just love the game so much and then you step away from something that you've been doing for so many years and you never know. There's always that inside you, right?
Hey, and our friend Alon Avital, I hope I said that right, Alon. He says the Out's about to win their 6th straight. Team still has to trade Nelson. Yeah, I know, man. That's so brutal. It's crazy. Okay, so hey, Daniel Barry Sports Site. That was me that wrote that note to you. I want to meet up with you someday, dude. I don't know where you're at, but you're a good guy. I owe you a drink of your choice, whether that's alcoholic or whatever. Doesn't have to be anything. Okay. Hurricanes, Blackhawks hang tough with the Hurricanes. That looked like that was going to be a close game. Mikko Rantanen gets his first goal, right? As a Hurricane. But Bedsy scores. Bedard's starting to pick it up. 15 goals now. Lightning shut out the Kings. What are the Kings going to do? I will retract, though. Hiller talked about Clark. He said it was just kind of a reset thing. They felt like maybe he was stifling. I was like, okay, hearing it from the coach, it was a coach's decision. So yeah. Hey, Moro Gaming, the guy who runs this channel is still here. He's still with us. He hasn't gone anywhere. He works a lot of other jobs. So we're going to be broadcasting NHL Nightly live on Hot Take Hockey, and we appreciate you hanging out and talking hockey with us. We're gonna recap all the games from today and then preview the games for tomorrow and then just talk about the big stories. So yeah, just to get into that real quick. We're just kind of recapping the games. Senators win 5-4 in overtime against the Caps. I think Caps were down 4-1 at that point. If you're a Caps fan, you feel like, hey, we got a point out of this. Ovi gets a goal. Kind of just nope, you didn't sound rude at all, Moro Gaming. We want you to ask questions, man. That's what we're here for. We got a great group of experienced guys that have been watching hockey for, I think we probably have 100 years of hockey watching between the three of us here. And then we get Mike, when we get the degenerate Bostonian on, he can give us some college hockey stuff. So we're going to be doing this every day of the week. Now, I won't have Rico and Perlo every time. Some nights I'll have to take a night off. Like tonight, I kind of had to get away from it a little bit. So I didn't get to watch everything. We got Kraken and Sharks coming up here pretty soon too. That puck should be dropping in about a half hour, I think, right? So soon, I think. Anyway, Bruins get pounded by the Jets 6-2. The Jets and the Capitals have not played each other. I think they're the 2 best records in the NHL. They play, what is that, Saturday? Do they play Saturday? I think they play Saturday. Yes. The Jets play the Capitals Saturday. So we'll preview that game tomorrow. Okay. I don't know what games you guys watched. Hopefully, Ducks and Flames are tied 1-1. Oilers are up 2-0 on the Red Wings. So there goes our Oilers are going to have a bad one. They're just not. Oh, Jeff Skinner scored too. Of course he did, because we talked all that smack about him last night. But Leon Draisaitl got his 36th. I'm starting to say Leon Draisaitl would have been a good one to lock in early for the Hart Trophy this year. I think he's going to get it. but we'll see. McKinnon's right there too. I know. So, oh, Darkness is, there's a trade breaking too, guys. Thank you for bringing that up, Darkness. He says Frost is 100% a part of that Kuzmenko trade. He didn't play since H22 left in the second, which is right around the time the news broke. Oh, yes, Jake, I'm hearing that, but I didn't see it wasn't finalized. Looks like they're going to make a trade for Kuzmenko, which is sort of odd. They must be resigning him or something. What do they do? Moving one problem child for another? Because Kuzmenko is not, he's been a healthy scratch at points this year for the Flames. He's unfortunately hasn't been a part of their success. So the link is in the, okay. I dropped it in there early today, Mike, because I knew we weren't having anybody else on. So you should be good. Saravelli had that news. Yep, it's in there, buddy. It's already there. It's here. Here, I'll just pop it in again. Sorry, apologize. Hard to produce. I can't do two things at once. That's the problem with me. I gotta learn how to multitask. Okay, and when we get Mike in, I'll prop out for a minute. We'll let you guys run the show. Jake says Frank just tweeted it. Yep. Okay. Oh, he DM'd this. It's in the main. It's in the group link there, Mike. Mike, come on, man. Mike, I shouldn't have to babysit Mike. Oops. Oh, there, you figured it out. All right, Christ. Okay, there we go. All right, gotcha, Mike. Gotcha. Okay, there you go.
There we go.
It was already in there. It's so that group thing, just pin that group thing to the top of your DMs. That's where all the messages for the show is going to be, guys. So I don't have to DM each one of you individually or whatever. Perlo and Rico don't need it because they are admins. So, yeah, having a great day, Morrow Gaming. Trying to keep up with the chat here, too. Flames just tweeted Pelletier was scratched. No reason was given. Okay. Maybe Pelletier is a part of it, too. Wasn't Pelletier sent down on waivers earlier in the year, too? So you think they get Pelletier and Kuzmenko or Morgan Frost? Maybe Farabee? Maybe they're going fair because the Flyers have a couple of guys. This is how it goes, guys. When we have live shows, trades break. What's your thoughts on this? Like, is this just
you got Kuzmenko going over there with Mitchkoff right now. And I guess Mitchkoff was just having it out with Torts on the bench tonight, and he was giving it right back to him too, apparently. So I don't know what's going on there.
Torts will respect that.
And you know what? Jeremy Roenick said it in his Hall of Fame speech. Tough love for Mike Keenan helped him become the player he was. So, Torts got to gain that respect as well from Mitchkoff because,
yeah,
you give it to each other. He understands he's got to be bringing a little bit more to a complete game out there. So he's just going to make him better. And if he can handle it, he can handle it.
Fleury makes NHL Fish become the first netminder in NHL history to record a shutout as a teenager and at 40 years old. That's unbelievable. Standing ovation for him in Montreal. Unbelievable. By the way, we left the Minnesota Wild for dead, and they've just been winning. Fleury's tops all-time list. Marc-Andre Fleury has recorded at least one shutout in 21 seasons. He passed Terry Sawchuk and tied Martin Brodeur for the highest total in history. Flower moves up. He's recorded his 76 career shutout and tied Ed Belfour and Tony Esposito for 10th most. So, Rain says, yeah, he was sent down and then he played his way to the first line. So I'm surprised he's involved. We don't know if he's involved. He could be hurt, Rain. We don't know. Rain also says, Jeremiah, you see that the Kings put up another goose egg without Clark in the lineup. It's actually laughable. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, my friend. It sucks. The Bolts played. I think there's a problem in the locker room there, and I don't want to name names, Doughty, but it's weird that he's back and they haven't been able to do anything. What's going on there? Anyway, I heard he might be on Team Canada, so we'll see how that goes. I heard that Babcock, the last time they had the real Olympics and Doughty was on there, he was all like structure, and Doughty just did what he wanted anyway. So I was like, all right, Doughty, call it good. Yeah, let's see what old Frank. So, I'm gonna try to get Frank Saravelli on the show. So we're efforting. I would like to have him on this sort of format live where we could talk to him. But Mike, you'll probably sit out. Somebody will sit out. We'll only have 4 people on total, including Frank. So we'll figure it out. Yeah, still, he just said 10 minutes ago. Here, I'll just put it up so you guys know it's not, I'm just not blabber mouthing. Somebody goes, Frank, spill the beans. He can't give it until the trade is finalized. He doesn't know what's involved. Involving Kuzmenko, deal has not been but progressed to the point where Kuzmenko's been told. Kuzmenko could be a nice little ad for the Flyers there too. You know, if he finds his touch. So,
well, you got Couturier there. You got Lawton down the middle. You got Paling when he's healthy. I mean, they got some depth down the middle. So, and Frost is rumored to be out of there for a little while. So, getting Kuzmenko, I mean, might help Michkov along a little bit.
Oh, Darkness is saying Pelletier is involved per Friedman, but Pelletier. Wow, that's kind of a nice ad.
Well, Kuzmenko takes cap space off of Calgary, right?
Philadelphia and Calgary are discussing an Andrei Kuzmenko. He says Pelletier is part of the deal.
Yeah.
Flyers are playing.
That's a cap space move for Calgary and Philadelphia. It's like a no risk reward because he doesn't have a contract after this. So if he works out, he works out. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
Yeah. You're talking about Kuzmenko. But what about Pelletier? What about Pelletier here? Let me look up cap wages. Yeah, I'll get it here. Right?
Pretty stacked on the wings. You know, they need help at center, and Philadelphia needs some guys that can create there. So it's a good little. Frost is really good defensively too.
I didn't really think about changing the title, but we'll go ahead and do that. Is John in the chat? Is that John in the chat?
Change the title.
And telling me to change the title.
What's the title?
We don't have the details. We don't have the details yet. I'm going to
change it. Spill the beans, John. Tell John to spill the beans. What's a full trade?
Yeah. Oh, just change it to breaking news. Okay. All right. I'll do it. All right. I'll just do it. I'll just do it, man.
4 seasons captains have been named.
Okay, Kuzmenko. I don't know if I trust Elliot Friedman because he doesn't even know how to do acronyms with his spelling. Okay. All right.
That's a quick little pit stop in Calgary for Kuzmenko, then to be shipped right out as well, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
We get 1 game, 2 games.
He didn't fall. He fell out of favor.
I can't. It won't let me change the title. It won't let me change the title from here. I can't change the title. HTH. Sorry. Maybe Streamlabs lets you do it, but StreamYard's telling me to go pound sand. So there we are. Anyway, we have breaking news. So I will. Here. We'll just pop that up in there, and we'll put a banner in. Let's create a banner. Breaking news. I do miss my little, so I could add emojis. I'm gonna have to go in and make these breaking news. Yeah, we don't know the Jakob Pelletier is a part of the deal with Andrei Kuzmenko heading to Philly, and we have heard Morgan Frost through the chat, but we know nothing. So this is fluid. We'll go live with that stuff as it goes. Honestly, I think Kuzmenko would best bet in Vancouver. That's where he was before. And the Canucks would probably agree after that Lindholm trade played out. I thought Lindholm played really well for Vancouver. He just didn't score a ton, but he was really good defensively. I mean, yeah. I mean, you maybe would have liked to had Kuzmenko. So, hey, Sad says hello to all the Canucks fans in the chat too. I like Kuzmenko. Add if it's a cap dump for Philly since Kuzmenko has played with Michkov in the past. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Darkness. Yeah, I mean, so if I'm looking, Calgary has $17 million in cap space right now. So I don't know what they need cap space. They have the second most cap space of anybody. They're only Columbus has more cap space, and we know why Columbus has more cap space because they unfortunately lost one of their best players to a tragic death. So they would, Calgary would be the lowest. So I don't see why Calgary has to move any salary.
Sure, it's probably not that. It's Kuzmenko was looking for a place to go, and they found a place. So it's probably more that.
Yeah. So Kuzmenko makes 5.5. Okay, and obviously Philly is a little bit more filled up. They only have 1.6 million. So they're obviously setting some stuff back. Now Morgan Frost makes 2. So you got to figure, I think Farabee makes sense. He makes 5 million. He's got 3 or 4 years left. Is Farabee no, he's a Syracuse, New York guy. So he makes sense though. Farabee makes sense. If you're just doing the math, Scott Lawton could be part of the deal. Man, if you're Calgary, though, you flip Lawton for something bigger. Lawton's an Oakville, Ontario guy. He would have been a nice ad for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Only makes $3 million. Perfect third line center. Exactly what they need.
Yeah. Well, it's not often you want to trade a center for a wing either. So I don't think they trade 2 centers away here.
Yeah, the Flyers are still playing. The Flyers game is over. It just ended, Andrew. It just ended 3-0 final. The New York Islanders win. And Couturier, no, I don't know. Maybe Couturier. Couturier has so much time left, though. I doubt Couturier, Andrew. Couturier doesn't make. Yeah. Why don't you guys? I'll pop up. Couturier makes 7.75.
Yeah.
And his deal at 32 goes to 20. What does it go to? I think 2031. How much do you think that is a long-term IR deal at some point? Like very soon. He's not played most of this contract. So yeah, Rain says definitely not Couturier. Yeah, I agree with you, Rain. All right, I'm gonna let you guys debate this. I'll pop up the thing here. I've got a couple of things to do on the backside here. I apologize. But I'll be.
I think Calgary's doing really well getting Frost. He's really good defensively. I really don't know why Tortorella didn't like him. I have no idea. He's really good defensively. He'd be a good replacement for Backlund. There's sometimes this is probably the first time I've really scratched my head as to why Tortorella didn't like a player. I really don't understand it. What do you guys think?
I think it's because he's young. I've noticed Torts doesn't, for some reason. I'm not saying this for every guy, but I just noticed he doesn't like young guys. So I'm gonna guess Frost opened his mouth. He didn't like something and caught Torts on a bad day, and this is it. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know if he's a Hart Trophy winner, but he's having a great year. I don't know why you trade this guy. I don't even know.
It doesn't make much sense to me. The only thing I know about Tortorella is he does things and he wants to see responses. Like he did that with Johansson or with Johansson in Columbus, and he didn't like the way he responded to a lot of the things he did. And they ended up trading him away for Jones, and it turned out to be a good trade. So maybe it's just one of those guys that like are really good on the ice, but there's something in him. He thinks he's going to go stagnant or something like that. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But as far as what he does on the ice for what he is, I think he's a really good like third line tweener, second line center that if they're getting Kuzmenko back and Pelletier, I think they win that trade. Honestly, I really do.
Could it be a locker room thing? Just in general, like is Frost causing problems there?
I guess. I don't know. Detroit just scored. I know that though. Thank God. Who scored? Did you have anybody for the Detroit?
No, I didn't touch that one. I'm running hot tonight right now. I'm 3 for 4 on games completed, 3 out of 4.
Nice.
And then I got Ducks plus 1.5, so technically I'm winning that one too. So
yeah,
Rain says real quick. Rain says I'm really questioning how Torts would get along with Kuzmenko, especially with him already having issues with Mishkov. I do not believe he's had any issues with Mishkov. That's fake news, Rain. I've not heard him say one bad word about Mishkov in the press or anything. He loves the kid. Doesn't speak English. Said he's done really well.
Kuzmenko's has a tough time with English. That's right. I forgot about that too. So he would help a lot over there. Or not Kuzmenko, Mishkov. So
yeah, they need to have a coach that speaks Russian on the bench there if they add any more Russians. Because I was already hurting logistically. And Danny Briere's come on Morning Cup of Hockey with those guys too. Oh, sweet, dude. Caps fans, let's chat. Make it 6 in a row, our friend Kim. We got to get big time Kimmy Kim. Title and thumbnail updated, chat. All right, you are the best, HTH. I don't know how you pulled that off. Yeah, I love what Singsy says. Absolute world-class fans in Montreal can't do better than this. They did a handshake line. That is cool. That is so cool. Yeah, so Jeff Merrick says Andrei Kuzmenko and Matvei Mishkov played together in St. Petersburg. So that's awesome. Dude, hopefully there's a little good connection there. Get Kuzmenko going a little bit, help Mishkov feel a little bit settled, and they probably can re-sign Kuzmenko for nothing. Because he clearly hasn't lived up to the 5.5 he was making or $5 million he was making. So, yeah, hats off to the Habs fans, dude. Great fans. The Habs TV guys are always out there going nuts and stuff, so I love that. That's great stuff. Jamie Bangles girl, I think let's get this in here. Sorry, Jamie. I think these trades are going to ramp up for the next few weeks. Heard several reports today that things are heating up with talks about JT Miller and the Avs. Looks like Miller is okay with them. You think, Jamie? I think you're probably correct. And the Avs need that second line guy. They've been kind of looking for that since Kadri, right? So I don't know. Does JT Miller fill that bill? Aren't they about the same age? Kadri and Miller. I think I would like Kadri over Miller if it was me, but Miller might be a more consistent scorer, and Kadri has quite a bit left on his deal, but he's cheap. Now Kadri's 34 though, and JT Miller's only 31, I think, right now. He'll be 32 this year, I think. So
that was the first thing I thought of when they made that trade. It was like, why wonder if they're in on Miller? That was the first thing I thought. So
yeah. We all thought something, right?
Yeah, we did.
Miller's 31 and Kadri's 34. You're all over it, Jamie Bangles girl. Now, is Bangles the football team, or imagine being an Edmonton fan? What do you mean, Flumid? I think Edmonton's sitting okay. Well, I feel bad for them because you know the thing about Edmonton that they've traded a lot of their picks and prospects without winning the cup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Hot Take Hockey has retweeted the stream for us. You are the man, HTH. That's what we do as a team here. We work together and get this stuff done. And Hot Take Hockey came in the clutch to help us out. Oh, the band. All right. You're friends with 7 of the Bengals. Sweet. Susanna Hoffs crushes it, man. We're all old enough on this channel to know who they are. So a lot of the millennials and Gen Zers are like, what are Bengals? Walk like an Egyptian. Anyway, that's awesome. Cool. No, Mike, you didn't know who they were either.
Not a clue until you did that.
Mike's not old enough. He's the babe. Actually, HTH is the babe, but HTH is the boss. So we just give it a yes. She's so awesome. So we're about the same age, Jamie. I follow her on Instagram. I think my personal one. Oh, Dylan Larkin has tied it up for the Detroit Red Wings. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go, Rico. Didn't you guys? We were all on Detroit tonight, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
We were.
And the Vegas Gold Knights are up 1-0 on the Columbus Blue Jackets. 1-1 Calgary Anaheim. I got that game on. I'm gonna probably move Calgary Anaheim over here. No.
I needed that for many reasons. Larkin over shots. It's perfect. Sweet. Did you have Detroit, DJ? Or
no, I didn't. That was the one game I didn't touch, and I was going to take him plus 1.5, and I'm like, but
Andrew. It says Andrew. The stream title says Andrew. I don't know what that. Did he put Andrei? He probably meant Andrei, and it auto corrected. Hot take. It might say Andrew Kuzmenko. Oh, well. One thing I heard in Carolina was close to that deal for Miller, and that might have pushed the Avs into making the trade earlier and their interest in Miller. Yeah, Jamie, I feel you there, but what makes no sense to me is why would you be Bacon, are you okay? Bacon, are you okay? Hang in there. Bacon is our resident. It says Andrei now. Hot take is all over it. Hot take. You're the man. Bacon, if you guys don't know, one of our mods, a legend in the HTH community. I played Chell and stuff with him. He's a great guy. He is a huge Calgary Flames fan. So he's probably just like, what's going on? Per Pagnota, it's Kuzmenko, Pelletier, and a draft pick for a Flyers roster player. Got to be Morgan Frost, it feels like. So Pagnota is the first to break that news.
Kuzmenko and a draft pick. Wow.
My computer is like freezing up.
So I've just been doing, because I've been trying to figure out a reason why they would be mad at Frost. I guess something happened back in November around Thanksgiving where Frost got in a little bit of a argument in the locker room with Tortorella, and could he be that bitter 2 months from now?
Yeah, Frost is almost 90% likely, is what he says. Beard week news. Yeah, yes, beard week news. Yeah, but I'm the only one with a beard on here. So, well, I guess Mike has grown his back, so it's looking good, Mike. Got to keep the beard. The beard looks good. Just keep it. It's good, man. You're over it now. We're moving on.
Well, this is mine now. It's not hers. It's mine.
Plenty of fish in the sea, buddy. Oh, I have the breaking news one. I have this one. I didn't even need to make that other one. I missed it. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, well, but I'm going to get rid of the breaking news title in the thing because then we'll go back to the full screenshot here. All right, cool. Rico, this would have been the Capitals game or the Ottawa game to be at, by the way. So
yeah, and it started out a little bit slow too. I think it was 1-1 after the first, and all of a sudden it just started exploding into a crazy game. I think Perlo called this as an under in your pick. I would have did the same thing. I would have thought this would have been an under game for sure. The last game I think was 1-0.
Yeah.
So
weird night.
So we don't know
game.
Adam Kerr. We don't know if it's Farabee. We believe it's Frost. Okay. We believe it's Frost. They didn't take Farabee out of the lineup as far as I know. That game is over. So we're not going to know with that. Obviously it looks like Calgary is making some moves. God, tough that they're making trades there. But anyway, I give Conroy some credit. He realizes they've got a decent team. They can make a couple of tweaks. They weren't playing Kuzmenko, really. It's nothing. You get that off the books and you add a player like Morgan Frost that can help your lineup, and you got tons of cap space. So, yeah, I didn't even see what does Frost make? Frost makes $2.1 million, and then he's an RFA. So they're getting a guy with control. Interesting. Joe Fisher says Frost. He believes Frost. Yeah, I'm just waiting. I haven't seen anything. Yeah, so David Pagnota says, sounds like Pelletier would joining Kuzmenko in Philly. Again, none of this is confirmed. We won't know until we see the actual trade thing. So all these guys are working overtime right now. So should I text Frank and say, hey, you want to come on our show and break the news?
Yeah, can they even
come on,
make
Frank,
a trade?
go to the
I'm not going to do it. This is how you don't want to do these you want to keep these relationships good with these people. We don't pay them, so we want them to come on. By the way, Frost is a Aurora, Ontario guy. Where's Aurora, Rico, for those of us that aren't familiar with?
Yeah, it's about 20 minutes north of the city. It's about just
it's a GTA, man. It's a GTA.
Toronto. Yeah.
It's a GTA.
Halfway between Toronto.
Let's go. Yes, leave a like, subscribe. We are going wild. We have 65 in the chat, 9 on X, and 56. Good old Hot Take Hockey. Let's get if we get 100 likes, we'll get the trade review. Okay, let's do it. Let's get the likes. Let's get those likes. Get those likes. Leave a like, subscribe. I have all our X handles in the bottom there scrolling so you can follow us. Obviously, Hot Take Hockey's at Hot Take Hockey. His isn't in there. I can add it if he wants me to. But I'm your host, Jeremiah Maxwell. Rico, our goal scoring prop. Also, French correspondent, Rico. Why don't you give him a little French about the trade?
Ah, c'est vrai qu'un dernier nom comme Pelletier, il va se transférer puis il va avoir beaucoup de buts cette année.
Outstanding.
Je pense il va être une belle joueur de hockey.
A little bit about Marc-Andre Fleury finishing up with a shutout in Montreal. And then they did a handshake line, which is so class. So class. Love
Dans la
it.
belle province de Québec. Félicitations de Marc-Andre Fleury. Le jeu là à Montréal, le crowd, les personnes à soir, il y a des gros cœurs pour.
Is Klingberg's making his debut for Edmonton tonight too, right? All right,
Klingberg.
we got a Philly. Yeah, Stephen Healy watching from Philly. Rock on, Philly. Rock on. I hope you guys win the Super Bowl. So does most of America. I think everybody wants the Eagles to win. I think you know who else, like the 49ers, the Cowboys, a lot of those teams, the Steelers that had chances to win three-peats, they probably want the Eagles to win too. I saw
a post today on Twitter and it showed a map of the states. Who wants the KC Chiefs to win? And it showed like a map of just Kansas City. And then who wants Philly to win? Just a map of Philly. Then the rest of the US was who wants a meteor just to strike.
Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah. That's where you go. It's hard for me to root against Philly once I had my good buddy Colby, First Lieutenant Colby Umbrell, who was just a diehard Eagles fan, was killed in Iraq. So I always kind of, even though I'm a New York Giants fan and we're sworn to hate the Eagles, I just kind of can't hate them. I'm like, whatever. I'm happy for Saquon. Good luck. I hope you win. Rain's like, I hate both of them. Anyway, we got breaking trade news. Why are we talking football? NFL stinks. Who watches that garbage? I mean, it's the most. Oh, we got to talk. Okay, so we got while we're waiting for this news to break, the Utah Mammoth / hockey club / that mountain range that I can't remember already, Wasatch. The Wasatch removed and they added Outlaws. You don't like Outlaws?
Oh,
I like Outlaws. I was like, Wasatch. There's absolutely no way they could call them the Wasatch.
I think Saravelli was rooting for. Hey, look at that. I love this. Nikki Valerie. We getting some Twitch. Nikki, it's good to see you back. She goes, I watch the NFL for Taylor Swift. You get to see her a lot on the NFL. They show her all the time. So if you're a big Taylor Swift, who doesn't like Taylor Swift? She's awesome. I heard her. She's incredible. I don't have anything against Taylor Swift. No. I did see my friend Mike Del Tufo, who's a producer of the Rich Eisen Show, tweet out that if the Chiefs lose, this is what Taylor Swift's going to look like. And it was like a Chucky doll that looked like Taylor Swift. It was crazy. So I retweeted that. I'll try to find it. It was crazy. Also I saw some Mammoth designs that looked awesome. The one I really like, and let me see if I can find it. I retweeted it, but it was really cool. I should have saved it. Anyway, if you follow me. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Taylor. I don't care. I don't know her stuff really that well. Enzo.
He just doesn't know her enough to be hating on her.
I just am not going to spend any energy on. Hey, you know, Kevin Smith, one of my favorite filmmakers, does this. He goes, I don't talk about the stuff I hate. I just talk about the stuff I like. And I love the sport of hockey. And I love talking hockey with crazy puckheads that love this sort of thing where we're sitting here on a Thursday night waiting for a trade to drop between two teams that aren't going to do anything in the playoffs. I mean, the Phillies not making it. So Mikko Rantanen scored. Kashi, yeah, pretty awesome. Pretty cool stuff, man. Oh, damn, somebody has an Islanders back tattoo. That's a bad look. That's a bad. Oh, they're showing it to Johnny Lazarus. It's a Crockett's IR. Johnny Lazarus said he'd get a back tattoo if the Islanders make the playoffs. Oh my God, I hope the Islanders make the playoffs. Oh, that's good stuff there.
It could be like that big, though.
Oh, so
we're still there.
We haven't talked. Yeah. We're waiting for the trade to break.
Under your armpit.
We didn't talk about the captains being named for the Four Nations. No, Kuzmenko's not going back to Van. Ken Mizrahi. He's going to, looks like, the Philadelphia Flyers. Andrew says he knows her songs. I guess we're still talking about Taylor Swift in the chat. We should have put the Taylor Swift hockey show in the thing. We would have got a lot of people to show up and be like, you're not talking about Taylor Swift. I'm like, what are you talking about? All this is Taylor Swift. So Canada has Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid, and Kel McCarr. I kind of thought McKinnon not being an A was a little bit of a slight on McKinnon. What's going on there? I mean, McCarr is fine, but like,
it's like Quinn Hughes not being in the leadership group for the States. There's got to be
McCarr
one.
doesn't even wear now that they traded Rantanen, I guess he might be, but I was like, McCarr doesn't even wear an A for the Avs. So
Yeah.
like, what's going on there? Like, okay, like nothing against, but like McCarr's like a watch what I do on the ice type of guy. So Quinn Hughes should have had a letter. Okay, Rain, I don't think anybody cares. I'm fine with, I was actually shocked Austin Matthews got the captaincy. On there, you would have thought maybe it was more of a senior guy. I don't know. I'm okay with it. He's probably the best American player right now. Most of the young Americans haven't really won anything. Kachuk has, but I don't think Kachuk wanted that C. I think he's a perfect A. Kachuk's a career A. You know, he's a guy that'll wear the A his whole career. His captain got named the captain of Finland, Alexander Barkov. So yeah, you got Matthews, Kachuk, and McAvoy. I would have much rather Quinn Hughes over McAvoy. Jack, totally. Hughes might not play. Oh, I don't know. Which Hughes? I heard maybe Jack might be banged up or something, so he might sit out. And that would bring, like, just put Tage Thompson on the team. He should have made it anyway. So yeah. No, you're right, Jamie. That's probably true. She says Mac is a pretty selfless guy. He probably wanted McCarr to take it, knowing him. Yeah, I kind of agree with it. I agree with that too. So, Quinn and Jack might sit out. Okay. All right, Jack. I had not heard that. You'll have to source that. Put it in the source where you got that from. I have not seen anything like that.
Devils game on TNT. They were talking about that the other night.
No, that was a joke.
Might be a little banged up.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
That was the first time I heard it.
No, it was a joke. It was a joke with Biz. Yes. Let's get some likes. Let me see if I got. Okay. Yeah, leave a like. I'm leaving a like.
Smash the like button. Just smash it. Smash it. Leave a like. Subscribe. Smash it like a Utah Mammoth.
Yeah.
Turn on notifications. We're going to be live Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, throughout the hockey season and into the playoffs. Mike and me, the degenerate Bostonian, will be at the Frozen Four. John's not here, Evan. He's not going to be here all the time. We're going to be on the show quite a bit. We're trying to run Hot Take Hockey for him. He still runs the channel. He's still, hey, thank you. Smash that like button.
He's locked in Beard's basement. He's not locked in
my basement. He's actually not even in the country, his own country. He's traveling for work, man. So last I checked in with John, he was on the road. I was on 2 days this week. We didn't even expect him. So yeah, I have not heard he's not playing. I think he's playing, but yes, I could see him not play. I mean, Vancouver's got a weird thing going on, man. I'm losing TVs here. I've lost 3 games. What's the matter?
Oh, just laughing.
Oh, did you guys type that in?
No.
Did you type that in? Okay, he typed it in. Okay.
He typed it in.
Okay, John did. John, that's messed up, man. Why would you do that to me?
I love him. Well, you said he left the country. You know, he's Canadian. You're an American, so you.
Yeah, I'm actually connected to Canada more closely than I'm connected to the U.S. where I live. I might as well live in Hawaii. God damn, I wished I did live in Hawaii. It was like -2 this morning, so it's all cold again. What happened to the Kraken? I thought they were coming on at 10:30. Why am I not seeing them? Yeah. Aren't the Kraken playing tonight? What am I missing?
Yeah,
That's
Kraken
my
and
last
Sharks.
leg. I need the Sharks.
Oh, that's an ESPN game, I think. That's an
I don't get
ESPN
that.
game.
It's an ESPN
Oh.
game, and I don't get it. Why is that?
What do you mean you don't get it?
ESPN's dumb
If
and
it's
they know
on
how to-
ESPN, it's on ESPN proper. So do you not have ESPN with whatever you?
Yeah, it's
It-
supposed to get both. The heck is going on?
No. If you have ESPN Plus, doesn't mean you have ESPN. It's the way it goes, Perlo.
Oh,
ESPN regular comes with this. I
Right.
bought extra
Okay.
for Plus. Yeah.
Oh,
so-
okay. So yeah, you should have it. You should have
There's
it.
a double overtime women's college basketball game on.
Oh,
so
that's
cracking
why.
game
That's
for
why. Okay, it's just delayed, Perlo. It's not your fault.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Kansas State, Iowa State women's basketball's in overtime. So,
Okay.
but it
Yeah,
looks like it's going to end.
Jamie's got a good quote. Jamie's got a good quote in the chat too. The Islanders have given up like 2 or less goals in I think their last 8 or 9 games. The Jets are the same thing. They gave up 2 or less goals
Dude,
in their last.
this is
games,
why
think.
I thought
Islanders
the- Yeah. The Islanders scare me just because they have a decent decor. They added D'Angelo to replace Dobson being injured. D'Angelo skated 25 minutes. He was playing great for SKA St. Petersburg. He should have been in the league in the first place. Okay. Whatever you think about the guy as a person off the ice, whatever. He is a good hockey player. And I've heard from multiple reliable sources that Alexander Georgiev is the one that was a teammate problem. You notice that New York got rid of both of them. New York is not known for overreacting or anything either, right? Their owner just calls down and says, make it happen. And they get rid of it. They bought him out. They should have never done that. It was stupid. So that was a nice pickup for the Isles, I think, especially with Noah Dobson going down. He wasn't having a great year anyway. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But they have, when he's on, I would argue Sorokin has played better when he's like at his A-level game than Shesterkin, which is saying something. He's up there. He's a very good goalie. He's consistently in the top 5 when he's playing well. So going to be crazy. Oh, yeah, here it is. This is what I wanted to show you guys. This is the design I really like if they go with the Mammoth. And this is from the Colonel. He's a Utah Hockey Club guy. Let me know what you guys think of this. This is a good one. I like this one. These are sick jerseys. Tell me you wouldn't like those.
I'd buy one.
That's the center ice. You got your center ice there on
like
the lower
those.
right.
It feels like
These
we're
are
going
sick.
towards the Kraken colors and like San Jose colors. Like I don't know what's going on with the baby.
What are you
blue
talking
off
about?
color.
These are the colors they use right now. In their
Yeah,
jersey.
and I thought if they chose a different logo, it'd be different jersey colors. I thought this was just for Utah HC, but
For
I don't
some
know,
reason,
just-
when you put the mammoth there, I don't dig it so much in the white as I do with the logo they have now, but I like the black a lot. Black's cool.
I am all about this logo. I think it looks great. Anyway,
Yeah,
thought
I
you guys
like
would
the
be-
logo, but for some reason, I don't like it on the white as much. I don't know.
it's
you
a
could
little
darken
big,
the
I think.
logo. You could darken the logo a little bit too, Perlo. Like you
Yeah.
could add a little bit more black to that logo and a little bit of gray to the black one or whatever, just to kind of give it a little bit of
Make it
contrast.
a little bigger, maybe. Maybe it's a little small.
So this was just a guy created this. This isn't what they're using.
okay.
I want to make sure you guys know this is.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
even
yeah.
voted on it. They have 3 more
Of
games.
course.
We'll
Yeah,
find
yeah.
out.
A guy
Yeah,
created
I would like
it,
them
so
to
yeah.
go more Arizona Phoenix Coyote colors a little bit incorporated into their team color, in my opinion. I don't know. That little
No,
baby
because-
blue just
no, because
followed
Rico-
San Jose to
Because
Seattle and-
Rico, they're going to move Arizona Coyotes back to Arizona. They're going to have the Arizona Coyotes again. They're going to have the same name and everything because
yeah.
the league retained the rights to the Arizona Coyote. They gave it to that old owner so he could bring them back after he sold them because he did him a favor. And so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting there. I do believe I think Matt Ishbia, the owner of the Suns, who's a gazillionaire, wants to get into hockey, has already said he wants to. It's too bad he didn't want to get into hockey when the Coyotes were still in Arizona. They wouldn't have to move a team. But this Utah thing might have worked out for the best. Arizona will come in as an expansion, so it is what it is. But we'll go back to the Kachinas, boys. Those are sick jerseys. That's not going away. We're just not going to see it for 4 or 5 years. So we might be, getting ready to retire our show at that point. Hopefully we'll see. But hopefully we're huge by then. So, and we're welcoming the Arizona Coyotes live in Arizona because I'm there for 2 months. That's the plan. I'll be in Arizona going forward after this year for 2 months in the winter.
Will you?
Hey, Carol, nice to see you. We don't know yet, Carol. We don't know. We know that Kuzmenko is part of the deal. It looks like Pelletier is part of the deal and potentially Morgan Frost, but we don't have the full trade. Hold on, Saravelli. Sources say Flyers are trading both Farabee and Morgan Frost. We called Farabee.
Wow.
I said Farabee earlier. Okay. All right. And somebody in the chat said Farabee after I said it too. Okay. So that's from Saravelli 34 seconds ago. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Farabee is involved. Yes, that's John. You said it earlier. I said it before you were in the chat, though, John. I said Farabee could be a guy because of his deal. So Farabee signed long term. So that they get an American dude. I love it. Conroy this is nice. You're turning Pelletier and Kuzmenko, who was doing nothing for you, by the way, into
I love it.
this. This is good stuff. Here, I'm gonna mute real quick.
I have to think there's more going back from Calgary. If not, I think they robbed them. But,
Might get some draft. What do you think? They'll get a prospect or some draft picks?
yeah, I think it would have to be picks or something. Although Farabee's contract at the moment, when you look at his numbers and everything, he's probably overpaid. But he's still young and he's got a lot of. And he has games where you're like, wow, this kid is great, and then he has games like he's invisible. And he's kind of a rail, and it doesn't seem like he's building too much bulk on that body of his. So I think he has trouble physically going through a season. But, I mean, I really like Frost, and I think it's a hell of a deal if that's what the deal is.
We'll see.
What do you think, Rico? You think Calgary wins that one?
I do.
I think they do. It's just the way they're moving money through this deal a little bit. So I don't know how long Farabee's signed for, but I know Frost, I think's a free agent after this year, is he not?
I think he's
is,
restricted free agent. He's restricted.
Yeah, he's an RFA.
So they can sign him still. No problems. Farabee's got a couple of years on that deal. I know he does. He's got they signed him for quite a long time.
Another one of these deals that you just think and hope that it just works out for both teams, because it's good that trades are happening like this, and you're not just selling somebody off and dumping somebody at the trade deadline. They're making stuff happen before the deadline during the season. I just love it.
Dude, I give Conroy a lot of credit. This is a great move for both teams. Philadelphia gives himself some more dude, if Rantanen doesn't get re-signed, how many people are taking a run at him? Philly, Chicago, my God, he's going to get every bit of $15 million a year if he goes to the market. He might get 16, which is crazy.
He's got 3 years left at 5.
Yeah, Farabee's not terribly expensive or anything. Not going to hurt them at all. And they had, remember I said they had 17 million in cap space. Yeah, I had. Oh, did you want you saying put Saravelli's report on the screen? Let's see. Yep. Okay. Still hasn't been confirmed. So he just says both Farabee and Morgan Frost are part of the deal. So we know Pelletier and Kuzmenko are going back. So now it's probably just picks and prospects or whatever. I doubt prospects. Here we go. How's that, guys?
I wonder if Pospisil's part of that too, because I mean they're going to be pretty up the left-hand side. They're going to be stacked.
By the way, the Seattle game is underway. Already almost 4 minutes. They obviously didn't delay the start of the Seattle game. They just delayed the broadcast because they had a women's college basketball game go. So, Calgary game's still live too, so that's going to be super interesting. Unfortunately, here on ESPN Plus, Frank is. By the way, if you guys didn't know, Frank Saravelli went to the hospital with pneumonia this week after he broke the Rantanen trade. He went to the hospital and was hospitalized with pneumonia. So
can you imagine,
dude?
Can you imagine a doctor coming in and Saravelli's like that? 1 second. And he's tweeting out the deal.
When we have Frank on the show, you can ask him. let's get Frank on the show and you can ask him that.
You're like, how does that go down when you got to keep your eye on your phone so much that, you know, you could be in a hospital bed with pneumonia and you're like, Doc, 1 second, please.
I'll be honest with you. I think these guys, other than like guys like Bobby Margarita, like Bob McKenzie, the GOAT of all GOATs, which Frank will tell you he's the greatest of all time. Oh, what a nasty goal. What a nasty goal by Chandler Stevenson, former Cap, former Vegas Golden Knight, 2-time Stanley Cup winner. Boy, I'd be good to see Chandler Stevenson get going too, man. That contract does not look good. So,
you got to think Frank has a stunt Frank, though. He can't be Frank all the time. He has a stunt Frank, like a backup that's
no,
doing his texting
I think he
every
takes 2 weeks off a year. He goes to a place in Florida on the beach or a month or two after the season's over. And then I think he just recharges and then go. I think he'll do this till he's like 45 and then call it a career, man, and just make a ton of money and get out of it, you know, maybe be a little bit more of a Bob, do what McKenzie's doing, go off to the cottage for long stretches of time. But you see McKenzie, he did that. And he's like, he probably just like, this is what I know. He's always on TS. Every time I'm like, McKenzie's on there. I thought he retired. So
yeah,
like his son's starting to
climax
look
and hit the like button.
What?
Bacon's climax and hit the like button.
So Jamie says, so odd with Four Nations is, you guys think the layoff is going to change things up? Yeah, so here's what I think is going to happen, Jamie. I think teams like Washington and Seattle, who don't have a lot of representation, are really going to benefit from it because their players are all going to get rested. They're not going to play, and everybody else is going to be a little bit banged up, I think, some key players. And so I think the teams that are able to kind of practice and chill out and relax together, it's only going to help them. And I think the teams that are going to have a ton of players, like the Edmontons and Colorados and New York Rangers and stuff, it's going to set them back. I would put what's the odds of the Rangers not making the playoffs right now, Mike?
I don't know. I could bet that though. I probably should.
Yeah,
you
texted me. I have my stuff muted, John, so I don't get that stuff when I'm on. So if you shot me a text.
I bet it when they traded Kako. I bet
it's bringing in more viewers to see the details up. I'll say keep the screen. Oh, keep the screen. Okay. Yep. I'll keep the screen up. Yep. I'll keep the screen up. Yep. No problem. You know, you can come in here and produce the show too. You can come do it. KQ. Hey, we got KQ back. He's not blocked. I don't know how you're blocked on our other channel, KQ. I don't have you blocked. I looked and you're not blocked. So Rico did it or something. I don't know. Artheus Mint, KQ, good to have you back, man. Conroy is a chef tonight. Arthas. Yeah, I love it. Man, you guys have some cool names. Sean says he thinks the Sens are making the playoffs. Andrew's giving you a hard time, Rico, for blocking KQ. Oh, Flames just scored, by the way.
I didn't mean to. I was hitting a block button because there was like 3 in a row that were spamming our chat. Then all of a sudden I blocked him by accident. I'm like, what? How do I get him back?
I don't know how to do it. So it's okay, KQ. We're broadcasting live now. Donnie does the dishes. Yes, baby. Old Donnie does the dishes. Leaf fan. I know Donnie. Yeah. What's up, Donnie? Good to see you, man. It's the Sports Spirit, AK. Yeah, Donnie. Donnie's a good dude, man. Where do I know Donnie from? Oh, I know Donnie's from Kipper's chat when Kipper did line movement when he left Sportsnet, which was awesome. That's how I get to know Kipper. What?
Donnie does dishes. I love it.
Yeah, Donnie does dishes. Probably did that for his wife, I'm sure. He's like, I do the dishes, baby. Anyway. I'll keep refreshing this. Let me know if it updates, I guess, because I'm still. Oh, maybe Frank's will update. I don't know. All right. Hopefully you can read that all. Kings might miss the playoffs. Ooh, Jack. I don't think they'll miss, but boy, they got to figure it out, though. They got to figure it out. Yeah. Let's see what it looks like with us. What do you guys think of this? You like this view better? You like this layout or this one? Which one do you guys like?
I like the side better, but
yeah. Nobody else has a thing. Okay, I'll go to the side. Side does look better. I'm watching on.
I kind of like it on the bottom myself.
Oh gosh.
KQ subscribed. Let's go. We're on the road to 55,000 for HTH. Let's go. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. We'll be live 5 nights a week, 10 p.m. Eastern, and live every night the playoffs are going on, especially the first round.
Oh, KQ.
Awesome. Yeah, Perlo.
I know. Yeah.
Been talking to him for 15 minutes in the chat, bro.
I know,
Where
but
have
I've
you
been looking
been?
at other things. I didn't click in my head. It was KQ, the KQ I knew. I know KQ.
I love you, Perlo.
Dude, we're not supposed to cuss on Hot Take Hockey Show. What are you doing? This is what we say in the military. Pull your head out of your fourth point of contact, Perlo. What in the
it was not
HTH?
KQ because I'm watching over here. I'm
Because
watching
there's
over there.
100 on YouTube. You've met 100 million people with the name KQ. What are we doing? Even KQ's giving you the death.
It's been a long time since I saw him, so it didn't click in my head.
Well, it could have been a lot sooner if you were paying attention to what was going on in the chat.
I wasn't. I was paying attention.
Clearly, you were not paying attention to what's going on in the chat. That's more than evident. Everybody's aware. People are laughing in the chat at you, Perlo. You have Alzheimer's, they're saying. Perlo, he's losing his mind.
Perlo was a legend. Man. There you go.
Oh my
That's the
God.
I remember.
He is.
I'm so happy, dude.
Perlo
Sean, I'm happy this is working out. Yeah, by the way, 96 in the chat. Dude, I think we're gonna just have a lot of numbers anyway because of this show. I think we had a good format and we've had good group. We just haven't, we didn't have the platform. I only have 600 subscribers on my channel. I'm still getting a lot of people on X. I appreciate all the people watching on X. And we got our girl watching on Twitch. Hell yeah, Twitch. And by the way, I'm on Instagram. And there was one person in there at one point. So we got stuff going on. Kuzmenko waived to go to Philly? No. Oh, I don't think he has a no trade. I don't think he has a no trade. He wasn't playing, so I mean, they were scratching him most nights. I don't think he was even. How many games has he played?
Even if he did have a no trade, I'm sure he was happy to go there.
Yeah, he wasn't playing. You might be right though. It says, "Oh yeah, he had a movement no trade." You're 100% correct. Yeah. So
now he signed that in Vancouver.
Oh, what? How did my screen get? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Yep. Sorry. That's the chat from. That's the chat from. Sorry about that, guys. Look at Andrew. Maxwell Perlo is part of John with Off the Wall. Yes, I know. Thank you. Yeah, I think he's making fun of you in the chat. Andrew's giving you crap. Perlo, just like letting you know, like you're on HTH now. Okay. Yeah, it's been good, man. This is our first week, KQ. We're back with Hot Take Hockey. So not that we were ever away from Hot Take Hockey. In fact, I hope Hot Take Hockey's watching since we're waiting for let me know if anything else breaks, guys, because let me just stop sharing. Go back and I'll just refresh here. See if Frank's we're gonna get, I don't want to miss the details. So nothing new. Hold on. Who broke? Elliot Friedman. Yes, duh. Elliot just told us 4 minutes ago what we just found out in the chat that he waived his. Of course, he waived his no trade. So, yeah. So let's see if this shows up. No. Oh, I thought I had. I got what? Oh, I had a milestone. I was going to try to pop it in. Maybe it's not working on here. Hold on.
Is it going to be Sean Couturier with Kuzmenko and Michkov? Like have one of us perennial Selke guys playing between two high-flying Russians on his wing?
I love it.
Why not?
It's working out for Columbus, man.
That'd be kind of cool, man.
I love it. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Okay, let's go. The Beard and the Boys from NHL Nightly on Hot Take Hockey for life.
10 more likes and Perlo plays a piano behind him.
Yeah, that will be the most impressive thing that's ever happened. Oh, there it is. Jeremiah Maxwell, member for 46 months. Let's go.
My girlfriend just got it tuned, so it's good.
Just in time for you to get deported to Canada. The next time you get caught as a traffic violation in a parking lot in Indiana.
Gonna get deported.
Oh my God, your old lady will be done with you by then, Perlo. You'll have to find that girlfriend.
Perlo's got a good woman, man. His slogan is he watches a divorce-worthy amount of hockey.
Well, he would know because this is his fourth, right? So
Third.
I saw the thumbnail. I saw the thumbnail.
Come on now.
Oh, look, we got the HTH logo up there too. Sweet. So I didn't know that, but the HTH logo is kicking in on the thing too. So that's cool, John. That your little Hot Take Hockey logo is there because you have it on YouTube, so it already is up there. Hey, Hot Take, did you see this? Check this out. Pretty sweet, huh? New background. Little background there. Okay, let's see. I have not seen anything new. Friedman, Arm Dog's tweeting. We try to get Arm Dog on. Oh, yeah. Andrew Ford. Is that the same Andrew Ford? Now, yep, we got you on there. Andrew, I see you. 95 in the chat. We have one person in Twitch, so I guess that's Andrew Ford, our old friend Andrew. 75 on YouTube and almost 20 on X. Appreciate everybody joining. You X folks can chime in too. I would be really surprised if Ristolainen doesn't move somewhere. I think that is going to happen. I do. I think overpraising him a bit. Yeah. I think he'll go. I think just the lack of defensive options and he'll go. Yeah. Arm Dog just retweeting the Fleury stuff. Oh man. Arm Dog would have been a good guy to reach out to and say, hey, he was working tonight though. No, he's traveling though. He was with Pittsburgh. So I wouldn't want to bother him. Or no, he called he was on TNT last night. So he might actually be home, which is another reason not to bother him. Anyway, I got to shoot Arm Dog a text and get him on here when we had like Marc-Andre Fleury stuff to talk about, right? It would be good to get Arm Dog again one more time. He was good. And you can watch that Arm Dog interview on my old channel, and I'll post the links in Hot Take Hockeys if you guys are interested. But we had Colby Armstrong on before the season started to give us a Metro preview, talk about Pittsburgh. I think they were a little more optimistic than things worked out. It's pretty good. Oh, good news. Wes Johnson's doing better. That's awesome, man. Wes Johnson, the Capitals public address announcer, they found him like unresponsive in a hotel. Oh, by the way, we got to talk about Sean Simpson too, man. T's and P's, man, to his family. You guys saw Sean Simpson died, 56. And so I think it was, they're not saying, but it sounds like it was probably suicide, which is really tough, guys. And I'll just say, like, I'll be out front with you guys. I went to counseling for 5 years for being suicidal and stuff, but I had it my whole life. And so you really need help from the people that you love. So don't be afraid to reach out if you're having problems. So definitely, I'm not afraid to talk about it. It's, oh, by the way, wearing a Hot Take Hockey shirt, go to the Hot Take Hockey merch just to break the tension on the tough stuff. Just to say, if you really want to hear a cool thing about Sean Simpson, look at Ian Mendez's Twitter. Maybe if we have time, because we've already been live an hour, kind of, we haven't even talked about tomorrow's games. It's a short day, tomorrow's games, but let's why don't we just break down tomorrow's games while we're waiting? The St. Louis Blues have officially fleeced the Flyers in the Braden Shin trade. In exchange for Shin, the contract of Laterra, the Flyers. I forgot Braden Shin was a Flyers pick back in the day. I forgot. Wasn't he also with the Kings? Wasn't Shin actually an LA King? And then I think he was with the Kings. Because I remember, wasn't he a part? He was a part of the deal that brought Jeff Carter.
Yeah. And Shin and
yeah, and then they win all those cups, and you're like, Shin, he was a guy I felt really good for. Yeah, so Johnny was just retweeting it. So he was saying, yeah, the St. Louis Blues officially fleeced the Flyers of the Braden Shin trade. Yeah, pretty much.
Love the trade trees.
Dude, those Steve Dangle trees, shout out Steve Dangle. Yeah, so shout out for him. That's crazy. Sean Simpson also worked for the Capitals for a long time, so it was kind of a crazy night that the Capitals and Senators, which Sean Simpson also worked in that market. So anyway, thoughts and prayers out to Sean Simpson's family. That's an awful thing. I'm sure he had spouse or kids and stuff. So this is Kentsu 86. What do you think? Will Crosby go to Colorado before the trade deadline? Or is Colorado going to do with the transfer? Well, we're hearing maybe JT Miller might be going to Colorado. Kent's, but or Kentu, sorry, Kentsu. I'm sorry. If I got it wrong, I apologize. Spell it out phonetically or something, and I'll do my best. We have one person on this panel that thinks Sidney Crosby will be traded, and that's Mr. Perlo Wisdom. I think Colorado was always on our list. But what about Perlo? What about this? What about Crosby going to the Montreal Canadiens? Whoa. You're muted. You're muted, Perlo. No one can hear you because you muted your mic. Oh, I didn't mute you. You muted yourself.
Sorry about that. I sneezed. That's right. I forgot to unmute.
Yeah, you did exactly what you're supposed to do. Mute yourself.
Montreal or Colorado seems like the two, but I have what about Guerin there in Minnesota? And they need a center real bad. Like maybe Billy Guerin calls him up. Fleury, he brought Fleury over there. I think it's likely Montreal or Colorado.
You think? Oh, you know what? Too, we never make this connection with Crosby, but he did play high school hockey in Minnesota, Shattuck St. Mary's.
Yeah. That's right. There's that too.
And Guerin did play with Crosby in Pittsburgh, I think, as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Dude, the thing is, Colorado, I don't know what they have. They definitely would have to give up Cal Ritchie to get Sidney Crosby. Like, I think that's their biggest prospect not playing in the NHL right now. And then they have one or two other guys. They have an okay collection of picks and prospects. But to me, I don't disagree with this, Rico. $15 million going to be on the cap for the Minnesota Wild. They desperately need a center. Crosby would instantaneously be their first line center, which would free up Eriksson Ek to play more defensive zone stuff. So it's going to be interesting, man. So NHL Watcher tweeted 27 minutes ago, LeBron Insider Trading says Columbus and Canucks have a preliminary talk about Elias Pettersson. And Mike Ronell tweeted,
I'm wondering if the Canucks would, because you know how many centers and prospects.
You know what? Pettersson would be perfect in Columbus.
Absolutely.
Because he does not want to play in the big market, I don't think. Why did he re-sign there? It made no sense. Can you imagine if Johnny Hockey was still alive and they had Pettersson? Oh man, that would be crazy.
I've seen Pettersson play live in Toronto. That night we went to the game against the Leafs. I just saw Pettersson's body language on the ice, and I've heard it in recent days as well too. His body language is just horrible. I mean, he just wears his heart on his sleeve, I guess, and he just shows his emotion a little bit too much. And I know I just seen that night in Toronto that his body language, if stuff wasn't going his way, he'd kind of just poke back to the bench, put his head down or whatever, and just kind of keep to himself a bit. And I don't know. It's just a situation. And I think some say it's Miller's a problem in Vancouver. Some, it takes two to tango there.
Basically from that. So Jamie Bangle says Vancouver's playing good, but it sounds like the locker room chemistry is going to force them to make the trades. Yeah, those are happening, Jamie. I think everybody believes it. Yes, hit that like button. Leave a like if you would like, or smash the like button. Subscribe. Check the little noties box. Turn on noties. You can leave donos. Hey, we can get dono. We'll go dono hype in this fool. If you want to see donos, throw in a couple bucks. Donos. Also, don't forget merch. I'm wearing my hot take hockey. And then I thought I had my hoodie. Okay. I was
donos in. Beer to buy pizza for everyone in the chat.
I did buy 4 pizzas tonight.
I got pizza tonight too. Thanks to the 2 on the screen there because of last night.
Yep. What about Brock Besser to the Avs? That's interesting, Brian. I like that. Brian T. Schaff says, what about Brock Besser to the Avs? Why don't you guys discuss that?
I'm just going back to that. If Columbus is in on that, I already did a trade proposal like a while ago with Columbus. Nobody's touching them with their prospects and stuff. Like they would get them for sure.
And they have the room. They have the most cap space in the NHL. They could absorb that Pettersson without losing a single contract.
Look at their centers, man. Sillinger, Johnson, what's his name? Their captain is coming back here soon. Monahan. I mean, Fantilli. Like they could.
Boone Jenner. Yep, you're talking about Boone Jenner.
Right.
Yep. So,
but Johnson hasn't been playing center, and neither has Sillinger.
Sillinger is right now, but he has played wing too. Yeah. But anyways, Besser to where did you say?
I did say anywhere. Someone in the chat said something.
Somebody in the chat said?
Somebody said Besser to the Avs.
To the Avs. Brian T. Schaff. What about a great dog? I have 5 of them in here. They're all laying around. Little sons of bees. We got a new member. Kensu 86. Let's go.
Nice.
Yes. HGH being in the chat's weird me out. But he's all over it. John, you could have just came back on if you wanted. Like, I think he doesn't. He's we've got to restore faith in John. Make sure we're doing right by him. Make sure he knows we're okay, good to go. Okay, while we're waiting for this trade to break, like the finalized deal, which may not happen while we're live. We'll do our best. But let's just start previewing tomorrow's games. We only have 4. Oh. All right, hold on. Rico's taking a break because I'm not giving you my picks. The degenerate Bostonian. Okay. Yeah, that's for sure, John. And I think we're gonna get this. Let's get through this. Wait for Rico to pop back on here. Dude, by the way, too, we didn't talk about this, but Dylan Strom is talking about it. I just retweeted if you're interested. The Capitals came out. That happened in the DC area, that plane crash. So it's is the trade happening, buddy? Is the trade happening? Connor Murphy nearing return. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear, Brian. That's good to hear. Oh, by the way, we didn't talk about this tonight. Miro Heiskanen out week to week. So not the worst thing, but will not be playing for Finland.
Yeah.
So that sucks because he's like world class, but like that's just a terrible timing. But it's much better than expected. That's clearly not surgery. If he's out week to week, that's clearly not surgery. That's clearly like he sprained it. He's okay, but they're gonna just give it a week to week. So he's gonna go on LTIR probably, but still, or no. Anyway. Yeah, because there's no time requirement to go on. Oh, all right. We pour. Finish. Are you from Finland? Kenzu 86? Are you in Finland? That's awesome. I think Brian says, I think a minor trade happens tonight. I'll just have a feeling. Yeah, well, that's happening, buddy. We kind of already know. Let's see. There's some stuff that's been breaking. If anything chops up in the chat that you guys see, you can click on it and put it on the screen and just say what you want to do there. Or talk to them while I'm looking. I'm not seeing anything yet. R.A. Johnny Lazarus.
Somebody said Kuzmenko, Pelletier, and 2 draft picks.
Okay. Yep, nothing new from Friedman either.
Farabee, Morgan Frost going to the Flames. So that makes sense. The 2 draft picks. Philly wants picks right now.
I think Philly actually has quite a bit of picks. Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I've got the Twitter up.
Yeah, they do, but they could use more. They keep on saying they're still rebuilding. They're still rebuilding.
I'll put it in.
More picks allows for the rebuild. I think at like 2 a.m. Eastern time, everything's just gonna pop off.
Do we think anybody picks up Adam Boquist from waivers? Oh, Florida put Boquist on waivers. Well, don't know hype. Let's go. The trade probably won't happen until the Flames game is over. Yeah, that's true, Andrew. That might be the case. Thank you for the $5 dono, Andrew Ford. Huge hype, Andrew Ford. Ford is a very common name in Canada, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, you sent in the admin chat. Oh, you have a post. It's Andrei Kuzmenko, Jakob Pelletier, 2 draft picks going to the Flyers. Okay, and then we know Farabee and Frost are going back. So yeah, probably pretty much the deal. Tony Andaraktis. Who's he? Talking to coaches for the AHL. Okay. Wow. Shoot, he follows me too. He already followed me. All right.
That'll be interesting if they get more picks. They already have 3 firsts, 3 seconds in this 2025 draft. So yeah, they're loading up.
Yeah, I'm getting to it, John. I'm just a little slow. I just wanted to get it so my DMs aren't up there. Not that I get DMs. If anybody DMs me, I get it. I read them all. So if Pettersson goes to CBJ, what does Buffalo do with their assets? I think Buffalo is okay to hold pat. I just wonder, they just need a revamping of their minor league system and their development. They're pushing guys to the NHL too quickly because they don't have enough veteran guys. So they still need to keep drafting young talent, but they just need to add some vets to that. And so I think you make 1 or 2 trades. Oh, goal Smith. For the, was it Smith? Will Smith? Yep. Will Smith just
nice. Didn't take him this time.
Still 2-2, by the way, in the Oilers Red Wings game with 9:41 left. And then Calgary's up 2-1 against Anaheim, 11:49 left in that game. And then we're all square 8:44 with Vegas and Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets hanging tough, man. If Blue Jackets don't give anything up, really, or just guys who are like prospects, no, they got to be given. Maybe Boone Jenner's part of the trade. Maybe they. I don't know, man. That doesn't make. I don't know.
Ever trade him though.
Oh, Provorov. You think Provorov's part of the deal? I could see them maybe trading Provorov. And I heard Waddell say they want to keep Provorov, but just like Don Waddell to trade him and then sign him in the offseason. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I mean? What happened with Seattle and Vegas? What are you talking about, Andrew? Seattle and Vegas aren't playing. St. Louis and Seattle are playing. Will Smith just tied for St. Louis. Sorry. San Jose and Seattle are playing in Seattle.
Will Smith's on the top line with Will Smith's on the top liner now with Zetterlund and Granlund. He would have been a good goal prop tonight.
I was wrong. It ended up being a tip. Who's Gunderson? I can't pronounce his name.
Grunstrom?
Yeah, they gave it to him.
Or Grandstrom? Hold on.
Grunstrom.
Carl Grunstrom. I said Grunstrom first thing. I was on it. It's only his second goal of the year, so I think he's a defender. Matt Coronado and Adam Klapka are your Adam Klapka's first of the season. They are your goal scorers for the Calgary Flames, and Frank Vetrano shorthanded goal for the Anaheim Ducks. That was the first goal of the game too, by the way. Or Fantilli Rain. I don't see them trading Fantilli. Oh, he's a fourth liner. Okay, thanks. I thought there was a Grunstrom defense player. I don't know why. Anyway, Larkin with 22. Boy, he's having a pretty good year, man. I just thought it was fun. We talked all that smack about Skinner and over Fogle. Why they didn't keep Fogle? Yes, we do think Rasmus Ristolainen gets traded, Brian. I thought somebody asked that earlier. We already talked about that. All right, let's get into the games for tomorrow. Here, I'll pop those games up, actually. We'll just put them all on the screen since we've got that. Perla says, I think I'd be Sillinger, Belbaluz. You think Belbaluz will be a part of it? Provorov and picks for Pettersson? Ooh, HTH. Do you think they trade Belbaluz?
Yeah,
That's
they just have so much.
That is the
center depth
greatest
that they
freaking
can
name
really-
in hockey of all time, by the way.
Yeah,
Bell
I love
Blues.
that.
What a
Yeah.
great name.
I love that name too. Yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome. HTH saw him play quite a bit, and he. Oh, by the way, 100 in the chat, 20 live viewers from X. We still have our friend in Twitch and the HTH main page, YouTube, Hot Take Hockey Central. 79 people. Leave a like, subscribe. Where are we at with our likes? Where are we at? We got 52 likes. Let's get it. Let's get to 75 likes. 75 likes would be awesome. And we got some donos tonight too, man. Appreciate earlier tonight, Andrew Ford, and member for 46 months, Jeremiah Maxwell. Let's go, Beard for Life, boy. Let's go. NHL Nightly Live. Let's go. We need 100 likes. We need 100 likes. Yes, let's get 100 likes. Well, I was shooting for 75 first. You know, just how do you eat an elephant, HTH? One bite at a time, buddy. Okay. Oh, here we go. Mr. Bones says Brucevic and a first going back to Philly. Okay. Okay.
Oh, really? That's actually a pretty good prospect. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, I was looking
Danny
at-
Briere.
some pretty good.
Danny
numbers.
Briere cooking. Where did you get that, Mr. Bones 99? Who tweeted that information?
Now
Follow
Philly
all
looks like they got the better of the deal. Actually, that's a good prospect and a first. Wow.
Oh, is that with the Frost trade we were talking about?
Yeah,
Damn.
that works for both teams really well. Actually, that's really a good trade. If that's what it is, that's pretty cool.
Japan 4 says that's BS. Doesn't like it. I
Okay.
don't know, Japan 4. I don't know. What's BS?
Which
Explain.
part of it is BS?
Well, we might be talking about something entirely different.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just
Oh, it's not
Maybe he
true.
just-
Okay.
Maybe he turned on the Hot Take Hockey expecting to see a John, and he's like, "Who are these 4 old people? That's BS." That's
Yeah.
BS.
It's funny if he made it up to come up with that prospect. He did something pretty
No,
cool.
I don't think the guy in the chat, by the way, that said that is making it up.
No?
Mr. Bones 99. I don't think he's making it up. Oh, he put question mark. He said Brookwoods in a first going back to
Oh,
Philly,
good
question
I
mark.
forgot it.
So he's
Mm,
asking. We're idiots.
mm.
No,
He
reading was
punctualized-
not part of the job.
we're breaking news.
It's a question
We're
mark.
breaking news
I
tonight
spent
on
25
Hot
years in
Take
the
Hockey.
military. If you think I know how to read, you got another thing
The
coming,
chat's
buddy.
breaking news. We're breaking news. Everybody's breaking news.
Yeah.
We are the news.
You're calling us fake, Rico?
No, we're real. We're legit news.
We're the real news.
Yeah, Mr.
Isn't that
Bones,
what
thank you for
America's supposed to
subscribing.
be now? We are the news.
Yeah, we
Upstart
are.
Winger says Calgary has a bunch of first. Oh, that we're not giving up that much for Kuzmenko. Japan, you're getting Farabee and Frostback. Those are 2 really good players. You're okay, buddy. You're
Yeah.
okay. You're not losing on this deal. Those picks, those prospects that were said in the chat, we don't know if that's part of the deal. That I doubt that's the deal, honestly.
That
doesn't sound
it's going to
right.
be a trade that's going to work for both teams. Philly fans, Calgary fans, you're both going to be happy here.
It's all going to be united and happy, and they'll be frolicking the land. Nobody's going to be upset.
By the way,
Every time there's a trade,
Obi
it
only
doesn't matter
needs,
how good it sounds. Somebody's upset about it for sure.
by the way, we haven't talked about this tonight. We haven't talked about this. 19 to go, baby.
Yeah.
Caps get a point.
yeah.
Obi scores. What can I say?
Your man did me a solid today with shots, man. Awesome. I had him over 3.5, and he freaking did it. Good.
That used to be like a first period for him, man. He just doesn't carry the puck anymore. He doesn't have the speed.
No,
He's slow.
no.
He's not slow, but he's just not like had that explosive like
Yeah.
2
It's not
steps
quite
when
as
he's
quick
off.
as
You
he
know,
used to be, yeah.
very powerful skater. Flyers
Yeah.
also calling up Adam Ginning from AHL today. Brian says, "Yeah, you're all over it, Brian. Are you a big Flyers fan?" Oh my God, get off my screen. By the way, 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Still knotted up 2-2. God, I gotta love how Detroit's been playing good, man.
Yeah.
Rico,
For the
that's gotta
people
make
that-
you feel a little bit better. Oh, by the way, boys, I got a jersey in today, and I opened it because I almost didn't know what it was, and I was like, oh, I see what it is. So I got a jersey in today. Did you guys see my Twitter from hockey jerseys? The random jersey. You guys want to see it?
Yeah.
I'll let the chat decide. Do you want to see the jersey? I'll be honest with you. I wore it already. Hot Take's seen it. He knows. So you can't guess Hot Take. But this is the first one I'm like, this is the jersey I would have bought for myself. It's sick. Enrico, you will love it. Okay. So does the chat? Yeah, leave a like and subscribe. Let's get to 75. I know Hot Take wants to get to 100, but let's get to
Detroit
75.
Howe jersey.
That would be sick. It's not that. That's really cool. That's so cool. I definitely want one of those for certain, but it's not that. That would be cool as hell, though. Be like way cool.
Okay, ask the chat to guess.
I did. They didn't care. They're not guessing. I'm an idiot to them. So
right.
They're like, man, we don't care what jersey you got, douchebag. Sorry. Right. I want Ducks to win. Sod, I want the Ducks to win. I roll with I did get a really sick Ducks jersey. I got the purple reverse retro from a couple years ago. Mason McTavish. Sweet jersey. I got it for like $60 on eBay. I was like, hell yeah. Hills to the yeah. So I'll take it. I don't care if it's real. I just want it for display and wearing around. So who doesn't love a good hockey jersey? So I'll show you guys on stream. Okay.
Oh.
You got me?
On the floor.
Here's a little
Wendell Clark leaves.
That would have been cool too, but not Wendell.
Doug Gilmore.
Marner.
Doug Gilmore would have been sick too, but I have a Doug Gilmore. So,
what happens if Marner doesn't sign in Toronto next year?
He's staying in Toronto.
Saravelli tweeted what the picks were. Saravelli tweeted what the picks were.
Oh, he did? Okay, I'll get it. It just happened then because, I got it. Okay, here we go. I have the entire trade. All right there. Here we go. Entire trade from Frank Saravelli of Daily Faceoff, my friend, Frank Saravelli. And yes, I have Frank's number in my phone. Still awaiting completion of the deal, but shapes up to be to the Flames, Joel Farabee and Morgan Frost. We knew that. Jakob Pelletier, Andrei Kuzmenko, a second-round pick and a seventh-round pick. That's 3 first-round picks and a sizable chunk of money changing hands. Yeah. Very cool, man. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, this is understanding that Conroy knows that Calgary could be competing a little bit more than a rebuild, more of like a retool over there. You got Rasmus Anderson that's going to stay there another year. Kadri's there unless you trade him at the deadline. You got Dustin Wolf in net. I mean, Calgary's going to be good.
I know who Calgary is going to steal with their 7th-round pick. I've seen their scouts 7 times this year so far. I'm willing to put money on it.
What?
No, they've been looking at this freshman. Yeah, sorry, college hockey nut job here. They've been looking at this freshman at Providence College. He's seen them 7 times this season, and I always ask him, it's the same kid. I'm willing to bet that they scoop him with the 7th rounder.
Yes. So yes, one. Let me answer this guy's question, guys. Shut up. One PD decoded. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means, but anyway, yes, there is a Mishov Kuzmenko connection. They played together in St. Petersburg. Was that correct? Anyway, they played together. Yeah, so there's the trade. So there's no these are picks. 2nd and a 7th-round pick. It's not a prospect. There's no prospect involved. I don't know what. I have no idea what Mike's talking about.
No, I'm saying I think I know who they're gonna pick with that 7th rounder.
Whoa.
Philly?
Oh, by the way, Calgary scored a goal. They're up 3-1 on Anaheim. So that's 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Looks like the Calgary Flames are going to keep winning games. They're going to be in the play. boys, Calgary's going to be in the playoffs, and they just added 2 guys that are going to help them now.
Coronado with the second today, man. Oh crap! Wow.
He's going to be a nice player. That's Zari too, and I think he's injured for them right now, isn't he?
Sorry, is yeah.
Yeah.
Coronado's playing in the top 6 on the right side right now. He's playing second line right wing. He's getting some good ice time in Calgary.
You think you just got Frost, you got Farabee, you got Coronado, you got Zari. I mean, that's pretty darn good young group of guys right there.
So Jakob Pelletier leaves his former teammate Demil Manirov to join other former Moncton Wildcats teammate Elliot Dayone. So Pelletier is where? He was a part of that deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pelletier played all right, but he had a couple of good years at the Wranglers. I think Stockton Heat before that. I think he just didn't transition to the NHL yet, but the kid's still young.
Yeah, I love this ad for the Flyers. I like both. I like everything in it. Farabee and Frost weren't giving them anything or anything consistently. They were winning in spite of those guys. So I am not worried about what Philly's giving up here. And this is a thing that the Flames can afford to take the salary on. It doesn't hurt them. They're not giving any picks up, well, they are giving up picks, but they're getting that second round pick isn't going to be as low as everybody thinks. How many people think the Flames could win a round the way they're playing and with their goaltending? You've never seen a goalie. I mean, John Sebastian Giguère took Anaheim to the finals. I didn't think they were the best team in the West that year. And they went to the finals only to lose to the Red Wings in 7. That's how good that goalie performance was. And he won the Conn Smythe.
And all of a sudden they play Winnipeg in the first round. Imagine Calgary, Winnipeg, first round playoffs.
Oh God, I hope Winnipeg doesn't get upset in the first round. I hope they go to the conference finals this year.
I know, but
just for their fans. Yeah, just for their fans. Okay, we got a couple more noties. Let's check them. Okay, Saravelli, a new notification. Okay, that's the one. That's the one. That's not the new one. So we're good. Yeah. What a fleece by Philly is what Jay Money says.
I don't think so.
I think this is an ugly return for Calgary, clearing cap for Philly. I don't think it's terrible. Look, they weren't playing Kuzmenko. Pelletier was sent down on waivers this year. I mean,
Pelletier, they're overrating Pelletier here, I think.
I think he's worked really hard to get back to the NHL and play well this year, but he didn't start well. They sent him down. So let's see. Calgary has been allowed to play without pressure all season because nobody has expected anything from them. In the playoffs, the road may be very risky. Okay. I don't mind it. Rain says, as a Jets fan, the only team I feel comfortable playing is the Flames. I'd rather have the Flames than the Canucks. You know what? I'd also rather the Flames or the Canucks over the Colorado Avalanche. So what are we doing here, right? So
I don't know. I think I'd rather play the Canucks. I mean, I'm afraid of that Wolf kid could take a series like you said. Like, he's so freaking good.
So who do you say has more value, Farabee or Frost?
Frost. Right now, yeah.
I think Farabee, if he finds his game, can be a 20-30 guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think he is that skill,
Yeah, for sure.
Obi-Wan agrees with me. He says Farabee, 1,000%. So I don't know. I think Morgan Frost could be a really. Fate Hockey says Farabee 100% too. Yeah, I was gonna say I really like Farabee. I think Frosto has a really good chance to be a really solid bottom 6, like 2-way guy. And that's what you're going to get with him. No big deal there, though. I mean, you got to have third line grinders that have some skill now. He'll pot you 10.
Defensively already at his age. Like, he's still got a lot of growth to do. So,
well, and he's an RFA too. That's the other thing people aren't taking into account here. And Farabee signed long term at not a terrible. I think a lot of teams are going to be able to absorb $5 and $7 million bad contracts. I just think with the cap going up the way it is, there are teams that are going to have these guys on the deal, and it's going to be like no big deal.
And he's only
You
got
know,
3 years left too, so it's not like
yeah,
and he's
for
still
sure.
only 24, so not bad.
Yeah, and somebody asked earlier too if Ristolainen, I think a bunch of times. Yeah, I think Philly's going to move some more. Philly does not want to make the playoffs. They did what the Capitals did. They're doing the right thing. They didn't make a run for it. They traded. They did last year, and they did. People forget the Capitals traded 2 years in a row. They offloaded Orlov for a first. Then they took that first and turned it into Rasmus Sandin. And I saw Leafs fans laughing at him. Even within a year or two, they're like, "Oh, Rasmus Sandin's on the top pair. He's playing really well." So it's like,
okay, well, let's see in the chat who wins this trade. Give a 1 for Calgary and a 2 for Philly. 1 for Calgary, 2 for Philly in the chat. Let's see what everybody thinks here.
I'm not
Put a 1 in the chat if you think Calgary won the trade, 2 if Philly won the trade. I'll do the hot take what he does on his channel.
I'm not getting the new subscriber notification. Maybe because you're
two
logged
Calgary's,
in.
1 Philly.
Look at that
Calgary's,
one.
1 Philly so far.
It's pretty split. Oh, one's ahead now by 5.
Oh, we got
5.
3 Calgary, 1 Philly. So people are thinking Calgary winning the trade here so far. 3 Calgary, 1 Philly. Let's get 1 for Calgary, 2 for Philly. Who wins this trade? 4-1 Calgary. Wow.
Yeah. I think you get when you get the better players, almost always you win the trade. We'll see what the 2nd and 7th round picks turn in for the Flyers, though.
A lot of love for Calgary. 5-1, 5-2. Rain thinks Philly. 6-2.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't do the poll thing. If Hot Take's in there, he can put up a
an
poll.
interesting trade to follow.
Yeah. Wow. So far, the chat likes Calgary here. 6-3. 1 for Calgary, 2 for Philly. So Calgary, a lot of people in the chat think Calgary won this trade. Time will tell,
Vinny,
but
YW says, and it's spelled YW. No, I'm sorry. YYY. Sorry. YYWHY. Frost is a non-factor in this trade. I spent more time trying to say your name, YY, than what you wrote. But I like what you said. Yes. Keep the chat moving. Almost 100 in the chat. We are 107 over all platforms right now. Let's leave a like, subscribe. Where are we at likes? Let me give you a like update. And this is how I do it. I get on there. We're at 59 likes. Oh, we still have it. Is that right? Is that correct? Let's leave a like, subscribe. If you've been in, please leave a like. Likes help us big time. Mike, it costs you nothing. 2 of Tort's favorite players, addition, subtract by a subtraction. Yeah, Mike, I feel you. That's from a player perspective. Like, says Phil. Thank you, Phil. Coronado completes the hat trick. Nice. That makes it 4-1. Thank you. Yep. Thank you for the update there. Nylander for Hart. Nylander. Did you see the Mitch Marner I got in the mail today? I didn't even know. That's a random jersey. I am already going to tell him that's one of my favorite jerseys they sent me. I'll wear that jersey. It's so cool. I have a Marner number 93 London Knights jersey. I just like Marner. I would love Marner on my team. Anyway, but I am not a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. So, oh man, my fantasy team has now 4 Calgary players. So please go Flames. All right, man. I got you. I'm backing the Kuzmenko has a bounce back. If not, it's clear Flames for me. Yeah, Kuzmenko's only got the rest of this season on too. So new goal, great prize. what do we give there? New goal, great prize. I don't know. I think Frost is underrated. I'm a huge Torts fan. Perla, why don't you just say this? You're on the show.
Because you're talking, so I'm just going to say it on the chat, and the guy brought it up. So I'm chatting.
So why don't you say it right now? Go ahead.
I'm a huge Torts fan. Yeah, absolutely. And I usually, seldom do I think that when Torts sours on a guy this one really confuses me. I'm not really sure why he's not big on Frost. He's a great defensive player. Whenever I see him play, he seems to play the position really well. It really does confuse me. I could when he soured on Johansson in the past and Jones and some of those guys like that, I was like, yeah, I can see that. Duclair at the time when he was young, but this one, it's a head scratcher for me. I really don't get it. I guess we'll find out. I mean,
yeah. I'm with you.
I think when you see Morgan Fopline center on a rebuilding play, I think that's what lies the issue here. But I think he's going to slot in behind a couple centers in Calgary and be fitted in there nicely. I think he might have been just asked to do too much in Philly, I think.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah. I'm going to pull off. I took a screenshot of the Frank's post. So once again, Frank breaks the story. Alan Walsh, 25 years together. Alan Walsh is a guy I would hire if I was good enough to have him as an agent. Seems like he really cares about his clients. He's always saying nice things about his. I feel like that's a really nice touch. Now, there might be a lot of agents that do that, and I just don't know who they are. So that could be interesting. How many of you think the New York Rangers turnaround starts now that Mika cut his hair? That's from Johnny Lazarus. I stole that from him on his Twitter. Doesn't look like he trimmed it all that much. I don't know what the hell. All right, dude. What are we doing here? Yeah. So yeah, let's throw this up. This is cool. This is from Daily Face Off. They did a nice little graphic. So we'll just put this up. This looks cooler, and then we can. We're not seeing any Jets rumors right now. I've heard the Jets might be a candidate for Brandon Saad, though. By the way, we didn't even talk about that. Brandon Saad terminated. He terminated the deal with the Blues. So he's not. It's not even a buyout. So somebody goes, "Oh man, he's given up on $5.5 million." And I said, I went and looked. How much? What's career earnings? Brandon Saad in the chat. Over under career earnings. Put it in there. Mike, what do you think Brandon Saad's made career earnings? Just guess.
71.
71 million.
Yeah, for some reason I think it's a high. I don't know why.
It's very high. It's high. It's higher than you think, but you're too high. Mike's too high. Rico, what do you think?
I'd say 88.
No, Mike just said 71 million, and I said he was too high. So you went above that?
I meant Canadian. 68.
Oh my God. Okay, Nylander for Hart, and Rain.
50 million.
Oh,
50 million.
Okay, yeah. So it's 57 million. Rain is the closest one. He said 55 million. It's 57 million point two. Brandon Saad's career earnings, and he's won 2 Stanley Cups. Let's not cry for Brandon Saad that he bought out of the last 5-5. By the way, he has 8 points and 40. It's not good. He hasn't played well, so he's gonna have to really show. Now, Frank said he thought Vegas, and if he's saying that, he has reason to. I don't know.
Yeah, Vegas makes sense actually. I think that.
So, well, I mean, the best insider in hockey, Frank Saravelli, says Vegas. So,
okay. I'm just saying that makes sense though too. Like it really makes sense if somebody else would have said.
Hey, by the way, Edmonton, Detroit in overtime. Detroit's on the power play. 121.
Let's go.
Yep.
Let's
Edmonton
go.
in overtime. Edmonton and Detroit. Also, Seattle up 2-1, 17-0 in the second. I'll give a little bit of play-by-play for this overtime if you want. You want to hear a little overtime while we get going here? You guys might be ahead of me, but we don't expect any more trades. We feel like this is the finalized trade, but Saad to LA, Brian says. Maybe, Brian. Yeah, I knew what you meant. You don't have to add the extra A. So, yeah, Detroit's taking a timeout so they can keep their top line out there. Obviously, that's going to help the Edmonton Oilers. They can put out their, creme de la creme penalty kill because it's overtime with that was a pretty big trade, Arthur. Pretty big trade. We got it on the screen for you. Thanks to the Daily Face-Off graphics department for making that one. Hey, thank you so much, Kensu. Y'all doing an amazing job. We love you. Let's get some dono hype in the chat for Kensu. Kensu 86. You the man. All right, here we go. We're gonna go overtime. Oh, by the way, a little scrap at the end of this Anaheim Calgary game. That game is final 4-1. We're in overtime with Ed. Oh, by the way, Seattle scored again, so it's 3-1. Here we go. Nothing's happened. They're about to do the face-off. The Detroit Red Wings are on the power play. 1:21 left in the power play, 2:41 left in overtime. Larkin is going to do the face-off. I believe that's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Hopkins wins it, but he wins it to Detroit, so Detroit controls. From the point, the Brinket, he just shoots it, fires it, and it's saved by Stuart Skinner. And I said the Brinket, but that was actually Lucas Raymond. My apologies. I misread the number. But I'm going to do my best to give you play-by-play. We're going to do some play-by-play during the week from time to time, like John did. I am not the genius that John is at interacting with the chat and doing play-by-play, so it'll be one or the other at times. So, yeah, it said no, Frost was traded. So I don't know. He might have been sick when they traded him. That could have very well been. The flu's been going around the NHL locker room. So again, thanks Kensu Dono Hype in the chat for Kensu so much. Appreciate you. Remember too, you can get your merch at Hot Take Hockey. All the merch links are on the main YouTube page. Go to Hot Take Hockey. So yeah. All right, here we go. Overtime back in. Raymond takes it in on his own. He drops it off to DeBrincat. DeBrincat to Larkin. Larkin takes his time, throws it on net, and it is chipped up and over by Stuart Skinner. There's 57 seconds left in the power play, 2:17 left in the overtime. The second intermission, Golden Knights, Blue Jackets is 1-1. And they haven't dropped the puck here yet. And then Edmonton, and 16 minutes left in the second, Seattle up 3-1. So, by the way, Grubauer getting waived by Seattle too. We talked about that the other day. One again on the faceoff, Larkin, but DeBrincat can't keep it in. Again, this is why you need a deep one defender on the point. Anyway, DeBrincat skates it into the half wall, turns around at point. He still has the puck. He dangles, drops it off to Sider. Now Sider's out there. Okay, Sider chips it off to Lucas Raymond. Raymond skates all the way around. He throws it right between DeBrincat's feet. He loses it. It goes up to the wall. Edmonton recovers. They chip it around the back. Ekholm chips it all the way around the boards, and the goalie comes out to play it. That is 24 seconds left to go. The power play, 1:43 left in the overtime. Sider will chip it all the way up to, that is, 33. I apologize. I can't read the numbers super well. Raymond loses the puck. It's going to be a 2-on-1 for Edmonton. It's Adam Henrique. Henrique skates all the way in. Oh, it's saved by whoever's in net for the Detroit Red Wings. Now Detroit's coming the other way. Larkin chips it all the way over to DeBrincat. DeBrincat backhands it to Stuart Skinner, but Stuart Skinner saves it. That is the end of the power play. 1:15 left in overtime. Did I get somebody? What's going on? Sorry, one of my dogs. Let me check. Okay, everybody okay? What's going on? Okay, you guys got to go out. Sorry.
Give us a list. You're okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. They just started. I might have rolled on one of them or something. They're okay. I didn't hear them yelp. So 1:15 left in overtime. About to do the face-off here. 2-2, 35 shots on goal for Detroit, 44 for Edmonton. 3-on-3, back to 3-on-3. So, they got McDavid and Draisaitl out there. Obviously, they were sitting during the PK. That was a penalty. Edmonton took a penalty on the wall there, but they didn't call it. So Edmonton's got a 2-on-0. Tried to get it to Bouchard. He missed. Bouchard's got it back, though. He got it off the missed shot. He flubbed it back. He tosses it off to McDavid. McDavid is off. He throws it right on net and then charges the net, but the goalie's all over it. I think is 34 Mrazek? Who's 34 for? I don't know what number Talbot wears for. I don't know who the Detroit's goalie is. I'm sorry. I can't. Lion. Okay, it's Lion. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have the names in front of me, so I'm doing my best. Yeah. So Obi-Wan says Farabee though is a solid player. That contract doesn't fit with the Flyers. So I thought it was a good move for the Flyers. Oh, another goal for Seattle, by the way, up there 4-1. McDavid has the puck. 47 seconds. He drops it off to Draisaitl. He gets screened from Bouchard, but decides to skate it all the way. And Draisaitl on the half wall passes it off to McDavid. McDavid throws it back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl skates through the crease, gets a really good shot on goal, but nice save by Lion. Draisaitl was close to winning it, calling it game. 31 seconds left. We're probably getting a shootout here. Yes, the Flames game is over, Sod. The Flames won 4-1. So, how's the play-by-play, guys? Is it okay?
That was good, actually.
That looks good.
Way better than I could do.
Okay. It's hard. It's hard, man.
I know. I tried it. I'm no good at it.
Yeah. So I used to do this when I was a kid, when I was like playing the game and stuff. But like, what's going to happen when you're playing the game because, you can anticipate it. It's a lot harder. So I have to watch it happen first. Alex Tangay always trips me out, man. I remember Alex tearing it up for the Colorado. I think he was on both Cup teams. Dude, I'm sorry. The Edmonton coach looks like a 12-year-old boy to me. But just with like gray hair. It's so weird. Anyway, for a guy with a negative value and a guy with 2 waivers ago, the value. Oh, yeah, Bacon. I love what you guys added. I think it's all good, man. I think you're sorry, Chris Knobloch. Apologize. Beard, what are the names of all 5 dogs? Rico, thank you for the dono. Bone is the oldest. Bone Dad. He's my oldest. If you want to see the dog, I'll let you know. Puchin or Moose is our second oldest. The Bone and Puchin are 10. They're our oldest dogs. KP, that's my boy. Kung Fu Panda, short for Kung Fu Panda. KP, Capes of Mapes. We call them Capes or Mapes or KP or Capes of Mapes. He's my Mapey babes. That's my dog. He's 6. He's a Bichon Free Shih Tzu mix. Shih-Con, they call it. Number 4, Rocket. We call him Choco, though. He's a goofy. He's got a big slack jaw. He's a very cute dog. He's a very good dog, except for he barks at everything that moves. But we're working on curing him from that. And the littlest one is actually our most well-behaved. That's Flynn. Flynn Flanagan, we call him. He's a multi-poo. Anyway, there's all 5 dogs, in case you guys cared. Rico paid for that, by the way. I should have left that on the thing. Rico paid for that. So I apologize to you guys. Ooh, getting chippy in Seattle. Big scrum in the back. Okay, 11 seconds left to go. 2-on-1 with Edmonton. Oh, McDavid flubbed it. He flubbed it. You know, he did his little shimmy shoulder shake, and he lost the puck, actually. I guess the ice is pretty choppy there, and that's going to go to a shootout. Ooh, big fight in Seattle. Vince Dunn and Thorne. Thorne? Yeah, Thorne from the San Jose Sharks. Yeah, just throwing shucks. Actually, Vince Dunn's probably winning this one.
That's Thrun, Thrun.
Oh, Thrun. See, I couldn't see. I couldn't read it. Okay, yeah. Obi-Wan, I was mad as hell when the Flyers traded Bob to the Blue Jackets. Yeah, I'm sure. Joe Fisher, man, thanks for being with us, Joe. Leave a like, subscribe. Yeah, Henry Thrun. That's it, Nylander for Hart. I couldn't read his jersey. Like it was already being grabbed by Dunn pretty well, so his name was distorted. So I had to guess what it was. And I don't know his number. If I do a play-by-play, guys, I'll have the sheets printed out of the names and numbers, and I'll rehearse those beforehand. The play-by-play I gave you tonight on the Edmonton overtime game here, which we could still get a Detroit win if they win in a shootout. Let's go, Detroit. I mean, shit, Edmonton probably wins in a shootout, but you take that all the time. Uh-oh. No.
Okay, let's play Guess That Dog.
It's all of them, man. It's all of them. I was having a mental breakdown today, guys. I had to get out of my house. So I went and bought some Nordic ice skates, and I was like really stoked. They make the blades here. You click in like it's pretty cool. One's a Shih Tzu Obi-Wan. I have 2 Shih Tzu mix dogs, I think. Choco and KP. KP's a Bichon Free Shih Tzu mix. KP, come here. Capes, he ain't gonna come. They don't listen. I'm just here to feed them and do whatever they want all the time. They rule this house. I just live here. I'm slave to these 5 little furry demons. See? Anyway, I forgot to shut them in. I'll get them shut in. They're out barking at stuff. Probably a moose.
You guys remember that? Remember that joke? A man goes to a zoo and is disappointed to find it only has one animal, a dog. It was a Shih Tzu. I'll see myself out.
All right, hold on. I need you guys to talk about something while I go make sure my dogs aren't being mauled by him.
How about we do the games for tomorrow while he's gone?
Yeah, let's do the games for tomorrow.
All right. Let's do it quick. Super fast. See if we can get it done before he comes back.
Okay, perfect. Buffalo Sabres all day long over Nashville.
Yeah. Yep. I'm with you. And over too. I like over in that. Okay. Next Dallas
all day long too.
With the injuries Dallas has, and I don't trust Vancouver either.
So okay, Dallas and let over 5.5 too. Like that too. Depending, Lankinen's going to be in that, but yeah. Anyways, let's call it a draw. St. Louis, Colorado.
I have Rado -1.5 in this one.
What do you like,
Yeah.
Rico? We're all on the same page today. Holy crap!
That's weird.
Yeah, in regulation
St.
for me.
Lost 3 in a row here. They haven't played since Monday. You'd think they'd get their legs going, start of a 2-gamer, but I mean,
Colorado's coming back off that road trip too, isn't it? Aren't they? Aren't they coming back off a road trip?
Yeah. I mean, off a 5-2 loss, and now they, I don't know, man. Sneaky St. Louis spot, but Colorado is just gonna. I feel like Colorado's just gonna start going on a bit of a run here.
They had 2
Yeah,
days.
I did
Get out the rant and hate.
I'm just not. You know me. I'm not on St. Louis this year. I'm not feeling St. Louis. That's probably why.
Yeah, see, I picked St. Louis and may squeak into the playoffs. So
I think this is over. Actually, I like the over better than St. Louis, Colorado. Than Colorado. Yeah. I think St. Louis does come out flying. They put Binnington in. He's been And Blackwood hasn't looked as good as he did when he first got in. So I think the over could be good. Okay, who's next? What do you want? Columbus, Utah.
it's the only one left.
I don't like taking teams on a back-to-back, but I do like Utah over Columbus, so I don't think I'm touching this game.
Yeah.
These teams have never played each other. Yeah. So this will be a little test for Columbus in altitude as well. So I kind of like Utah in this spot. Pamelka's already been confirmed. I think this is a Utah spot here.
Yeah, who will be in net for Columbus? It'll be
Tarasov is listed.
Tarasov, yeah. Tough game against Vegas and coming in here. I like Utah for sure. Maybe a little sprinkle on the draw. It's a 6.5. I like the under though. It's hard to take an under with Tarasov in that. Yeah, still I think I'd like the under because the way Columbus is playing on D. Look at that. We got it done in record time, man.
Oh, I loved Anaheim. Anaheim's team total under 2.5 was a great bet for me tonight. I had Calgary on a shutout too, but Anaheim came out and scored that goal early. I was like, damn.
You took that?
Yeah, they almost played even money.
Good for you.
My early games were meh, but my late games are really good, and shot props have been fantastic for me. That's the big thing for me. Even if I have a bad night, my shot props always make it look good. All right. Well, I don't know. He's corralling up the corralling up the dogs there, I guess. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, he's fearing they're going after a moose.
There's an interesting thing. What do you think St. Louis will do? Do you think they'll just stand pat? Or do you think they'll actually – because there's like so in the mushy middle right now.
Wouldn't it be better for them to stand pat and just hang out and figure it out in the offseason and not ruin what they got going now?
Well, you got a little bit of cap space after Saad, no?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they? You know, I've been hearing.
They might add a little bit, but I don't think they're going to go like off the board. What do you think, Rico?
I don't know, man. Don't underestimate Doug Armstrong. He's probably the third best GM in the league, behind Kelly McCrimmon and Cheveldayoff. I don't know. You could argue top 5. Jim Neal's up there.
Jim Neal, yeah. Yeah, McCrimmon, Cheveldayoff, Neal. Yeah. He makes some. I mean, who else would have thought about doing what he did to the Oilers? I mean, that was pretty slick, man.
Okay, boys. Thank you for previewing the games. I know. I heard you. I was listening. I appreciate you. The dogs were not attacking a moose. I think they were just barking at the neighbor dog. So I apologize. Thank you so much, guys. We were live for 2 hours. That is never the norm. An hour is a good length for this show. You could expect an hour. Tonight we had the breaking trade. We didn't talk about any of the other stuff. We did say RIP to Sean Simpson. That was a terrible story. Obviously, the plane crash in DC area, we talked a little bit about that too, but heart and prayers go out to those people. That's awful. Seattle has scored since we last talked, 5-1. Kraken are lighting it up. Maybe people are starting to fear for their jobs, maybe. So did you?
And Chara's back with the Bruins. Hey, Mike, you hear Chara's back with the Bruins in player personnel job?
That'd be a good spot. He's never sold his home. I didn't hear that, but
I thought he still lived. I heard he still lived there.
Yeah, he never sold his home. He's still there.
Yeah.
Well, now
even when he played for the Capitals,
the
year he played for the Capitals, his family stayed in Boston.
Yeah.
So I think he stayed with Ovechkin or something. I want Tyler Myers playing for Canada in the Four Nations Cup. All right. I can't do anything for you there, lefty all around.
I'll give him a call tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will take plenty of pictures for you guys.
Hey, who's got Doug Armstrong's number? Get that SOB on the phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
I'll
lefty
get my
all
people to
around.
get a hold of them.
Lego Dilly 77 says, yeah, they should have chased certain players over others. Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. We'll talk Four Nations tomorrow. We did talk to the captains. We did get to that. You can go back and watch the whole stream. It was a great stream. I appreciate Hot Take Hockey helping produce and stuff from the side. And we were able to do it. And thank you guys for watching all the games. We watch all the games. This show is hosted by Puckheads for Puckheads. If you love hockey, come up with us. We still have 84 in the chat, so I really appreciate it. 59 on the YouTube and 24 on X, and we still got a person in Twitch, which is wild to me. And I've been on Instagram this whole time too. So we had some people. Avi popped in on Instagram. Avi's in Instagram right now. Avi, what's up? So anyway, tomorrow live 2 p.m. on my channel, The Sports Beard, you will find Mr. Degenerate Bostonian and myself talking. We got Beanpot coming up. We got a ton of good college hockey. Mike is a degenerate gambler. He wins money on people cutting pretzels. So imagine how he attends over 40 college games a year. He watches a ton of college hockey in person. He lives in the Massachusetts region. So we got that. Avi says, what's up, by the way, Mike? Avi's our diehard for that show. Anyway, hope to see you 2 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Alaska Standard Time, or 11 p.m. Pacific for the college hockey show. It's 30 minutes. It's fast. It's quick. We talk to pairwise. We talk to matchups. We're getting very close. Mike and I will be at the Frozen Four. So we'll hopefully have some special guests. Speaking of special guests, next Friday, I've got it all but confirmed. Colby Cohen, Boston University national champion from 2009, Team USA, works for Team USA hockey, works for BU, works for ESPN, calls the national championship Frozen Four with John Buchacross on ESPN. Analyst will be on our show with Mike and me talking college hockey. So Colby knows everybody. He knows everybody. So if he has to change or cancel, he promised he would come on. So we were going to get him. And I promised him it wouldn't be, more than 20 minutes. So, and we'll just let him talk. We won't even be able to say anything because he's so good. You guys will love it. So tune into that. Colby Cohen will be on the channel. I'm really excited, and I consider Colby a friend, so I appreciate him offering. So not this Friday, next Friday. It's not a 100% and it never is when you have people that have kids and jobs, and he's a coach. He's a mentor to a lot of young men, which I think is a very awesome thing. People that coach and volunteer their time to mentor young men and women are awesome human beings. And we need to praise those type of people because they do a lot of work they do a lot of that, for nothing or for very little. So good stuff. So anyway, and then tomorrow night we'll be live. It'll be a shorter show, guys, because we don't have very many games, but we might have a lot of news to talk about. So when I say it could be a shorter show, it could be a long show. We had no idea this Kuzmenko trade was going to break tonight for Farabee and Frost. So unbelievable. I love the move. It doesn't hurt. It's a great move for both teams. This is the type of trade. And I think we're going to see a ton of trades there is no roster freeze over the Four Nations. We're going to see a ton of trades. So Jeremiah, can I make Chris Tanev play for Canada for the Four Nations? I think if you're a Leafs fan, you low-key don't want Chris Tanev playing for the Four Nations. If it's just me, I'm like, I probably want Chris Tanev getting 2 weeks rest if I'm a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. Anyway, yeah, the trade was official, Andrew. We flashed it up a long time ago. Okay, everybody, I really appreciate all of you. Thank you again. Thank you to Hot Take Hockey, John Viveiros. He was so helpful. It was awesome to have everybody in the chat. We had, again, crazy numbers. Again, it's all because of you guys doing such a great job. We can always do better, so let us know. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you love puck, we love puck. I watch 40 games a week. Perlo spends a lot of his wakeless hours working on this stuff. Rico watches as many games as he can. And Mike and I are trying to squeeze. Mike watches almost solely college hockey. But most of the time it's in person, which is the best way to watch hockey. If you know somebody that's never been to a hockey game, get them to one. It'll fall in love with it. Let's make this the best sport. The NFL is dead. Nobody wants to watch the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, people are protesting in the streets. The refs are buying it. Troy Aikman's making sense, guys. Troy Aikman said today, the NFL owes it to the fans to get these calls right because of all the money being gambled on these games. And I was like, oh my God, I agree with Troy Aikman. Probably another sign that the apocalypse is very near. Anyway, with that in mind, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining us. Peace. We out.